My name is Wallace, and I am a vampire. It's kind of late at night. Making this video. I'm not feeling good. My leg hurts. Um, I'm worrying so much about some things that I'm making myself feel sick. Um, I know that the right answer for me is to just steady myself and not think too much and focus on holding holding my thoughts together, just letting kind of my thoughts and feelings and stuff like that just kind of not let them take hold of me so much. Tomorrow I meet with my bankruptcy lawyer to talk to a trustee about the bankruptcy, and that's all fine and good, but two things are bothering me. First off, I this whole process has been kind of a torment for me because my body reminds myself of when I got hurt. I got hit by a car, broke my leg a couple places, and I realize that my body is upset. You know, um, I am grateful that I am knowledgeable of what to do when I feel this way. Um, just got to hold on, basically. If there was a word for it, just to brace myself, not listen too closely to what my brain is telling me, because right now, uh, that's not going to help, you know. And the other thing that's bothering me is that tomorrow I'm going to have to be in a video meeting, and I'm a gosh darn vampire. I'm meeting with this guy who, things should go pretty smoothly. Shouldn't be a big thing, but my face, I'm going to be stressed out. I know I'm going to be stressed out, and I'm not probably going to sleep very good tonight. So here's what I expect to happen. I'm going to be in the office with my buddy, lawyer, who's nice to me. No problem there. But I'm going to try to look nice. I'm going to have my hair up. My face is going to be all kinds of glowy. And not just a good kind of glowy, like the scary looking kind of glowy. Um, I'm going to look like a damn vampire. Not like I am now. Right now my skin's glowy, but it's going to be a stressed out, like, wanting to run away feeling. And I know that I'm going to transform and look like a freaking monster. And I hope that doesn't happen. And I'm trying to figure out the right way to not do that. You know, I know it sounds ridiculous, and it's not a big deal, and it is a legal thing. So I don't have to, as long as I do my part. But I don't want to put on a big dang show, and I don't want to screw myself over just because I'm a damn vampire. And how do I explain that? There's no way for me to explain that, especially to someone I've never met before. Say, hey, I'm not always like this. I'm just extremely stressed out. And it's not because of anything rational. It's because I'm reminded every second while I'm in this situation of when I got hit by a car. And I think that's enough. I think that's enough reason to explain. My body My body's just, I am just a creature, an animal of sorts, a human being. And I never said I was smart. My body is pretty simple, kind of dumb, but it remembers and don't like it. My body's tied to my vampirism. So I got a body that's not happy, my vampirism doing whatever it's doing. And I'm trying to, I'm sober. Can't do any drugs. So here I am. I'm trying to figure it out, and I know I'm overthinking it, but at the same time, I don't think I am. You know, I don't think that things are going to go bad, but it's really just the thought of stepping into that office and sitting down and talking, just realizing all my trauma is just going to be circling around me like a shark. You know, it's that specifically that I'm not looking forward to. And I don't want to be all mopey. I don't want to. And I realized one of the first things I should say and tell my lawyer friend, say, hey, I am super duper traumatized. And I'm reliving some of that right now from being hit by that car. So I'm not super happy right now, and that's why. But at the same time, I'm thinking about other people. I got to think about other people too. I'm thinking about the lawyer. I'm thinking about the guy I don't never know who's going to see me. Just some guy who's probably cares about other people. I realize that sometimes that I can traumatize people just by how miserable I may look. Believe that? Like I am a pretty looking person, especially in certain times. And when you see a pretty looking person who's in immense pain, and it's a sad story, that stays with you. I don't feel good about staying with some people, you know. I don't want that. I don't want to put that on other people. I don't want to put my crap on other people. I don't I don't enjoy that. I realize I have to at sometimes. I don't have a choice. And this may be one of those things. And just got to get hard, mentally and emotionally, just kind of lock down for a little bit and just get through it. I really dislike saying that, but it's the reality. I got to do it. And I know I can. I know I must. So I'm going to go into that being aware of myself and try to be strong and hard and try to be respectful, of course, and kind and explaining how I feel a little bit. And when my vampirism, if it kicks up into high gear, which I'm thinking it might, just try to play it cool. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Sometimes when it kicks up into high gear and I'm transform like into a higher transformation or whatever, because I'm stressed out and just I do feel honestly embarrassed because what it means to me is that I'm a big baby. I'm being a big freaking baby. I'm being a wuss, and this is my body's reaction turning into like a higher, completely unnecessary. But my body's just like, hey man, hey man, you know what time it is? And I'm like, what time is it? Is it time to freaking stop? My body's like, no, it's time to go into super vampire transformation type mode. You're gonna look all scary looking. Your skin's gonna be blinking multiple colors, and it looks like you're not even like a real from this dimension. It looks like my face is rippling with magic. I'll be sitting next to this poor, kind lawyer, and I'm gonna be this just like magical demon esque looking. It's so dumb. It's so dumb and it's so embarrassing. Um, uh, anyways, I'm just gonna go. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stay up late and try to drain myself, and try to make myself tired and be kind of like a little like a walking zombie tomorrow. Hopefully that helps. Just my brain slows down. I want my brain to slow down because it kicks up in hyper gear. And that's totally not what I need right now. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for looking at me wince in pain and being kind of a crybaby over here, but uh, it has to do with being a vampire. And I want to say another thing about breaking my leg. I don't like to say this, but I just want to say it. I didn't freaking want them to repair my leg. I remember the emergency medics, and I said, just leave it. I was going through shock, and my leg was like a not good. I won't say, but part of me just wanted to see what would happen. Like, would my vampirism naturally heal that crap? What would have happened? I don't know. Now I won't know. As stupid as that sounds. But I realize I also could have died if they did nothing. Who's to say that there wasn't a shard and a bone somewhere? I know I'm being ridiculous and dumb. But I just want to say that because I'm tired of thinking it. I'm tired of my brain saying, well, brr, 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 brr. It's just dumb. And I'm tired of hearing it from myself. I'm grateful for being saved. And, life is what it is. So I don't like the parts of me that don't make sense and are just wasting my time. I won't tolerate that. And if I have to say something, if I have to admit things I don't want to admit just to get it out of me, I'm willing to do that, even though I don't want to. Just tired of hearing it from myself. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you later.